With all the fasting, with dry fasting, water fasting, juice fasting, a very specific way to go in to the fast and out of the fast, which is really important.
If you do juices, you need to know also what you're taking, because if you do juices for 3 days, also your body is going to start changing the things because you're impacting the way of your body is used to in the microbiome.
There's so many benefits to water fasting, but I actually got into it for the hormonal reasons.
And you're giving this oxalate, like a lot of crystals to your kidneys, and then you're overloading your system, so your system starts collapsing. Like everything that is green, even spirulina or moringa, helps to bind the heavy metals from the system. Like when you start killing like the bacteria, the fungus or parasites, you're not going to have like healing crisis like so intense because you're already addressing that part of the heavy metals. This is like your vessel, and you need to take care of it about your vessel. And if you're just like, oh, I'm going to do this for 3 days and then the rest of the month I'm going to destroy myself and I feel bad, I'm doing it again. Well, in some point, it's going to be hurtful, and you need to really consider that this is a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's not like a diet.
It's not a diet.
It's a lifestyle change.
Exactly.
And it's a choice that you're making to heal your body inflammation or weight gain or all the things that you want to fix in your body. When you were fasting, we're really addressing the root cause.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the We Are Healing in Paradise podcast, where we are cultivating the new earth by reconnecting with our true nature and healing the planet from inside each of us. Welcome to the We Are Healing in Paradise podcast. My name is Kate.
My name is Rosario.
And we are here in the center of Playa del Carmen at LaCanopée, which is Rosario's restaurant. And we are coming to you with another podcast. We want to be really informational with this one, really informative, and we want to talk about the benefits of fasting. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different types of fasting, so this is a huge topic, and as we go through the podcast, feel free to leave us a comment and let us know what type of fasting you want to learn more about, because we're going to touch on all the types today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So why? Because it's really interesting how the body starts working when you take out the food, right? So we can do juice fasting. That is a more common way, and help us to take out mobilize all the microbiome and the mucus and the plaque and like a lot of things. And also we were talking about the dry fast and water fast, but this is more advanced, right? So Kate was doing today a water fast, so we can talk a little bit about that.
We can start with that. Yeah, exactly. Like each of these fasts do something different for the body. So the water fasting has become more popular recently. I actually got into it. There's so many benefits to water fasting, but I actually got into it for the hormonal reasons. For women, it's really powerful to fast at very specific times in your cycle, which we can have a whole podcast on that as well, because it can really help to heal the hormones, because it's super easy for women to get imbalanced with the hormones in our culture, because we have a lot of endocrine disruptors. Mm-hmm. So like microplastics and a lot of preservatives and things that are in our skin products and things that we're eating are actually like destroying our hormones. And women are so delicate. We have different level of hormones every single day of the month. Mm-hmm. So it's really important for all women, and especially women that are going through perimenopause or postmenopause. They experience a lot of symptoms if they're not managing their hormones. So I was really interested in this topic, and I come to water fasting, and then I learned so much more about it, that the cool thing with autophagy is something that happens when you water fast for, it depends on your body, but between like 15 to 19 hours, your body's going to start going into autophagy. And what this means is that you are actually eating the cells that are no longer working properly.
Mm-hmm. So they're damaged.
Exactly. The damaged cells, damaged by oxidation or damaged by even like an injury. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of times if you're suffering from an injury, if you can do like a few day water fast, a lot of times we'll eat all of the damaged cells around that injury, like a hurt knee or something, and then it can heal the body. So your body goes into this miraculous way of healing itself.
But it's important also like to know that the type of water you're taking. Like in Mexico, it's more common to have purified water, so you buy bottled water, or I don't know how you say it in English. It's like galones,
Mm-hmm.
20 liters.
Yeah.
Well, these ones. but like it's purified water. But I'm saying like in other countries, like in the States, it's really common to take tap water, and then this is like a huge mistake.
Yeah,
from my understanding.
Yeah, don't drink tap water because a lot of times it has fluoride in it. A lot of times it has bleach in it, like different things to
or
clean
parasites.
The white water. It could have parasites.
Yeah,
could have a lot of things in it. So tap water, definitely. Yeah, you want to drink purified water. Ideally, like if you can have like mineral water that has the minerals in it, this is the best for water fasting. And actually,
with sea salt, no,
you can add. Yeah, you can add minerals or add sea salt when you're water fasting so that you get the most benefits. But my something I want to share is that like don't just dive into water fasting and try to like starve yourself for days and days and days. It's something like it's like working out. Like you can start to say like, oh, maybe I'm going to do some intermittent fasting and like, you know, eat my dinner very early and then have my breakfast very late, you know, so I'm getting into that 15, 16 hours of water only and see how you feel. Mm-hmm. Because actually, if you have any underlying health conditions and you're doing too intensive water fasting, you can create more damage. And so there's actually, we can talk about it in another podcast, like the ways you can monitor.
You can wake up a disease if you're not prepared for what you're doing.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
If you never do a water fast, don't do it. Just try to be gentle with yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And also there's like a lot of ways with all the fasting, with dry fasting, water fasting, juice fasting, like a very specific way to go in to the fast and out of the fast, which is really important because a lot of people are like, I'm going to do a fast because it's healthy. And they're like eating just really junk food, like maybe not the best food, or no, they're not even aware of what they're eating. And then they're like, okay, I'm going to just get some juices and just go juicing for 3 days. And then I'm going to go back to my regular diet. And actually it's kind of a shock for the system. And it's not really as therapeutic as you think it might be. And I think a lot of people don't realize that, you know?
Also with like, we're talking now about like the juice fast that is more easy to go with that first. It's really important also to understand that there are some foods that can damage also your body if you take it daily. Like they're really high in oxalates. The frambuesas is like a berry.
Oh,
raspberries and the spinach, and sometimes also the celery. If you take celery like a lot every day and without like a clean diet, you can damage again like your kidneys. So the thing is, like I'm trying to say is, if you do juices, you need to know also what you're taking, because if you do juices for 3 days, also your body is going to start changing the things because you're impacting the way of your body is used to in the microbiome.
Yeah.
So it's just like you're changing everything in your body. So it can like if you're not strong enough and you have something going on, it can show or it can be healing for you. Some people have healing crisis even with only juices.
Yeah, yeah. And then they start like they feel like they're getting really sick, and because their body's going into an extreme detox mode.
This is like your vessel, and you need to take care of about your vessel. And if you're just like, oh, I'm going to do this for 3 days, and then the rest of the month I'm going to destroy myself, and I feel bad, I'm doing it again. Well, in some point, it's going to be hurtful, and you need to really consider that this is a lifestyle.
Ideally, you want to be able to do your juice fast and just be able to live your life and not get like deathly ill.
Exactly.
Yeah, and exactly. People don't realize you can have too much of a good thing. People are like, oh, I'm just going to have a bunch of this, or I'm going to mix all the fruits and vegetables, and they're all healthy, and so it's going to be amazing for me.
You can literally go to the hospital like and have so really store your kidneys if you use like every day spinach and kale like and like in a bunch, and then you're giving these oxalates like a lot of crystals to your kidneys, and then you're overloading your system, so your system starts collapsing.
Yeah. Literally too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with the juice fasting and actually water fasting, it's good to start to slow down, start eating less, like to prepare your body for the fast, you know, like maybe the day before you're doing the water fast, you don't eat so late in the night, you eat more early so that you can start to like you get your body ready for it and not take so many calories in, or be aware eating more like foods that are less heavy, less oils, less fats,
more vegetables, cold press, and more greens, like because the greens are also works like binders, and you have a good one that a lot of people don't like it too much, is cilantro, coriander. And coriander, if you taste it like soap, you can feel it like that. Maybe you can have like a lot of heavy metals in your system. And usually it's like that. This helps to take out the heavy metals from the liver. And also parsley is really other option that is really nice. And then you can have arugula or this friche.
The
lettuce.
bitter lettuce. It's a very bitter lettuce.
Yes, everything that is bitter is good for you.
Yeah, so to eat these types of foods, like to prepare your body for any type of fasting.
Yeah, because it's helping you with the heavy metals. Like everything that is green, even spirulina or moringa, helps to bind the heavy metals from the system. And if you do that, like when you start killing like the bacteria, the fungus or parasites, they're going to start, you're not going to have like healing crisis like so intense because you're already addressing that part of the heavy metals.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is another good point when you're doing fasting with juices.
Yeah, so you don't have, it's not such an intense experience. Like you're easing your body into it. You're starting to cleanse and detox, and then like you go more deep. So like a lot of times what we like to do with ourselves or our clients is 3 to 5 to even 7 days of just preparing the body before we even like think about the idea. And some people it's like 2 weeks that they're preparing the body before they're even considering doing any type of fasting, you know, just to get out, like you were saying, the heavy metals and just like the toxin.
Yeah, cleaning the diet, then eating more fresh.
Exactly.
Less processed food.
Yeah, exactly. And then another
juices.
Thing, start juice. If you're doing a juice detox, like start taking juices just like every day leading up to that detox, so like your body's getting used to that, so you're not going from just all solid foods to 100% juices just like boom. Like take your time to really ease into it. And then the other thing is coming out of the fast is also really important.
Yeah, super important, because you can like gain weight like really fast, or you can disrupt like your hormones, or you can like you need to know how to break down the fast. Like normally it's with fats. We like to do it with fats. Like
bone broth.
Bone broth, yeah.
Bone broth
really
is
good.
one of the best. If you're consuming animal products, like we highly recommend to break any fast.
Avocado, eggs.
Yeah,
also is good.
So it's really like when you're taking only water or dry fasting. Obviously, when you're dry fasting, first you take water, then you could take something like bone broth or coconut water, something like that. And then if you're water fasting, you want to break it with like a bone broth is perfect. And then also to break it with something probiotic, like very early, like one of the first things that you eat. And actually, when you break a fast, it's nice to eat a tiny bit of something and then wait an hour or even 2 hours and then eat a tiny bit of something else. And then maybe you eat like a full meal, but like a smaller meal, like something not so big and heavy. But you can break it up into these little things. And eating a healthy protein is good. Like, but maybe after you have your probiotics, it's not like a diet.
It's not a diet.
It's a lifestyle change.
Exactly.
And it's a choice that you're making to heal your body, like, and the root cause of maybe inflammation or weight gain or all the things that you want to fix in your body. When you were fasting, we're really addressing the root cause. And then the other thing that's really good for breaking the fast is cruciferous, because they're prebiotics. So the probiotics, which are like kimchi, sauerkraut, black garlic,
cauliflower, broccoli.
Those are the prebiotics, which are everyone's favorite, the cruciferous, the broccoli and the cauliflower and the Brussels sprouts. But to have those maybe after. Like,
but also like a good one that we love, black garlic.
Yeah, black garlic is amazing for breaking a fast. I took coconut yogurt today when I broke my fast. That was the first thing. I took coconut yogurt, and then I came here, and then I had like the cauliflower and the broccoli and some potatoes, sauerkraut. It's a really good way to break the fast. So yeah, I'm sort of taking into consideration, if you're starving out the bad bacteria out of your gut during the fast, then you want to add in good bacteria. How do we get good bacteria? The prebiotics, the probiotics, and the postbiotics.
And polyphenols.
Exactly.
Yeah, we need to have a balance in our system. And because when you do also like a water fast and you don't have a good water, you can also deplete from your minerals. And then it's important when you come back also to eat things that are going to have these minerals that are going to go to your system and give you these weapons to your cells.
Yeah.
And if you're doing like a fast but with juices, also it's really important when you're coming back to the food to be really conscious, because it's not like about a lot of people do the things to for the lose weight, but even they're making it worse into their system, because the thing is this is like your vessel, and you need to take care of about your vessel. And if you're just like, oh, I'm going to do this for 3 days, and then all the rest of the month I'm going to destroy myself, and I feel bad, I'm doing it again. Well, in some point, it's going to be hurtful, and you need to really be consider that this is a lifestyle. If you want to do this, like, you're going to start changing everything that is inside your body. So
Yeah.
it's to be really aware that this is like a mark that can. It's like the peel, you know, like you can have more clarity in your mind. In the matrix, you can choose be part of the reality, like the people are sleeping, or you can choose to be part of understand that everything is for a reason, and there's things that can damage us because we are what we eat. We are what we are surrounded.
Yeah, it's not like a diet.
It's not a diet.
It's a lifestyle change.
Exactly.
And it's a choice that you're making to heal your body, like, and the root cause of maybe inflammation or weight gain or all the things that you want to fix in your body. When you were fasting, we're really addressing the root cause. Mm-hmm. You know, we're not addressing the external. You might not lose weight when you're on your fast, and that's fine, but you're resetting your gut. Mm-hmm. And when you're doing like water fasting or dry fasting, you're getting new stem cells in your gut, like within less than 24 hours for most people. It's happening really fast. And then depending on the juices that you're taking, you can also get new stem cells, which means that you're creating a new environment inside.
Like the juice you love, cabbage.
My favorite juice.
It makes the skin really nice, right?
Oh, I love how my skin feels. And like my skin isn't so dry. Like I have really dry skin naturally. And when I'm drinking the cabbage juice, it feels like I went and got a facial like every morning when I wake up. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it contains a lot of vitamin E and vitamin K.
Yeah, it's amazing.
This helps really nice with like the skin, makes it softer.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to know about like what are you taking to your body. Like imagine this is like an anti-aging and miraculous cruciferous.
Yes. Exactly. The cruciferous is anti-aging miracle. You can drink more of it. What fast you want really depends on where you're at. So for dry fasting, it's really intense, and like you can only just do maybe 12 hours of dry fasting, and that's going to be beneficial. But it's really good for the liver. It's really good for like resetting a lot of things, like you're getting new stem cells in a lot of different parts of the body. And it also can bring you into autophagy, which is what we're talking about in the water fasting as well. So if you have prolonged inflammation and stress and you can't lose weight, or you have like some injuries you can't get rid of, things like this, like stubborn things, sometimes shocking the system with like a water fast or a dry fast can be amazing. But if you're just wanting to like work on resetting your gut, eliminating parasites, maybe having more beautiful skin, a juice fast is fine. Mm-hmm. But learning how to be intentional about going healthily into it, and then being really intentional as you come out of it, so you get the benefits.
And not do like the juice fast, doing only grapefruit and oranges all day, and then no.
Only fruit juices.
No. It's important to have all the minerals in some fruits and greens, so you can have it, and your body is not starving from like the bad. The bad food is taken out, so you're giving like a gasoline to your system.
Yeah.
So, yeah, take your vegetables, remember, and your fruits. Yeah, they're good for you.
The bitter green juices are really good. People like to avoid like the bitter vegetable juices, but like if you're doing a juice fast, I highly recommend having like 2 of those per day. Mm-hmm. You know, it's really important. So that's where we're getting the minerals from. And that's where we're getting like a little bit of protein and some added nutrients that we need. If we're just taking just fruits, I mean, it depends on what fruits you're taking, obviously. But the most popular ones like orange juice and grapefruit juice, it's not enough.
Or a lot of banana. Like it's nutritional, but not when you're doing it like every day, and not for a fast.
Yeah, for also, a detox and a fast, banana we do not recommend.
No.
It's good for other things, but not for fasting or detoxing. So if you want to learn more about any of these types of fasting. We have a lot of information about it, and we want to share more information with you. So please leave us a comment below. Let us know what you're interested in learning more about. We really want to create these podcasts to give you information, because we believe that if we have information about how we can heal the body naturally, that it's going to set us free, and that we're going to be our most full of vitality, most energized, healthy, amazing selves, like mentally, physically, spiritually, all the things. So it's really amazing when you can share this podcast with your friends. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe so that you don't miss any of our episodes. Hit that notification bell. And definitely you can find out all of our information in the description box or in the show notes of this podcast. And if you want to contact us, if you want to come to Playa del Carmen, and
you can come here to LaCanopée.
Yes.
We're in the center of Playa del Carmen.
Yes, come and do a detox with us. Come learn more about it in person. We love to invite you to this space. So thank you for watching.
Adios.